Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at Long McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, where you can find the most in-depth video walkarounds under different Ford vehicles specific to the trim. We cover all the standard equipment as well as optional equipment available. We call them our complete guides for a reason. If you like some of those types of videos, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. You'll also get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going through the series of the Bronco videos. So we're going through and talking about each of the different Bronco models that's available for the 2-door and 4-door. So if you're wanting to reserve one, it gives you a good idea of what's going to come standard, what different options you're going to be able to choose from when it is time to go ahead and order your Bronco. At this present time, when you're reserving your Bronco, you're going to pick your 2-door or 4-door version, and then you're going to pick your model, which, you know, we have already covered the base, we've covered the Big Bend, and now we're going to cover the Black Diamond, and we'll continue on over to the other ones as well after this video. So if you like some of those, we do have a playlist with all these put together. So definitely check out that playlist, 2021 Ford Bronco, and we're covering all these pretty detailed. Might be a little lengthy, so I do have timestamps down below if you want to skip around to the interior, exterior, powertrain, some of those things, safety, and also don't forget about checking out our information about our free shipping at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about this the Black Diamond. Now the Black Diamond is really not necessarily a step up in convenience and luxury, it is really a step up in adventure and in off-roading capabilities. So this one is called the Adventure Off-Roading Edition. So those people that want to go next level adventure, you're going to have some standard features on this one that are going to be more geared towards going off-road. There's an extra G.O.A.T mode in this that's going to be standard with this model, as well as rock rails, heavy-duty skid plates, and then a washout interior. So this is the one where you're going to be able to just wash out that interior. When I have carpet inside, we'll have marine grade vinyl, which we'll get to when we get to the interior. But this is the one, if you're wanting to do some true off-roading, this is probably the one you want to look at, being able to just clean that vehicle out and having that washout interior. So let's go ahead and dive right in and kind of talk about some of the exterior features first. Now, talking about the exterior, a couple, you know, there are going to be a lot of features here that are going to be pretty similar to the base and the Big Bend when it comes to exterior features, with a couple upgrades to the bumpers and some other things. So let's go ahead and talk about them. So, of course, in the back, you're going to still have that nice swing open gate with a flip open glass. I think they say 150 degrees that gate opens up. Also, we'll have that full-size spare and tire on the back. That'll go exactly with whatever wheel and tire combination that you have on your Bronco. Now for the tops, you're going to have a soft top is going to be standard equipment on the 4-door. Hard top is going to be standard on the 2-door. Just like in the Big Bend, it's going to be the same material with that hard top for that 2-door. So it's going to have molded in carbonite gray. So look pretty similar to what you're seeing with that version there. We'll have the top is removable, whether it be the soft top or the hard top, and then removable doors as well. And what's cool about the doors is they can be stored in the back and that rear cargo area, so it's really nice to be able to take those doors off. So if you get, you know, the 4-door with the soft top, you can take that soft top as well as the doors off, and you'll be able to store those inside, make it a little bit easier, especially if it starts to rain on you, or you're doing it overnight or something like that, or want to lock up your Jeep. You're going to be able to do that, be able to put those doors back on. Also the door handles, just like with the Big Bend, it's going to be molded in black door handles, and then also you're going to get daytime running lights. Of course, that feature was part of the base and the Big Bend. Active grille shutters, standard equipment. If you know what active grille shutters are, they in the grille there, they're going to open and close that to help with aerodynamics and airflow into the engine. So going slower speeds, you know, off-roading, that kind of stuff, it's going to open those up. But when you're going faster, it's going to force them closed, allow for more airflow around it, since you're going to have plenty coming up underneath of the vehicle to cool that engine off. The grille will look a little different than the Big Bend, so pretty similar in style because it will have the Bronco and the white lettering, but you'll notice the design, instead of being kind of a gray look to it, it's going to look black like the base, but it's going to have a little bit different design and look to it than you would see on that base trim, the base model I should say. The mirrors, they are going to be power heated mirrors, manual fold, black material on the outside, that molded in black. You'll notice the benefit of these mirrors though, instead of being on the doors, they're going to be there on that pillar there. So that way, if you take the doors off, you're still going to have mirrors that you're going to be able to use on the side of it, unlike you would with a Jeep. Bash plate. So on this is where we're going to see a little bit different. You're going to see the bumpers are going to a little bit different. You're going to have that upgraded, that heavy duty modular front bumper that's optional equipment on the base, and the Big Bend is going to be standard equipment on the Black Diamond, and you're going to have a bash plate that's going to go along with that. So you're going to have that heavy duty bash plate up there too. You're also going to get rock rails that are going to be standard equipment on the Black Diamond for the exterior. So that's a nice upgrade. Similar to what you did see with the Big Bend, you're going to have the privacy glass on those rear windows and the rear glass. You're also going to get the front tow hooks, 2 in the front, 1 in the rear, just like we did see in the base and the Big Bend. That's been carried over. And then I went ahead and threw in the headlights and everything, and I think in the other videos I think it was under different areas, but we're going to throw in the headlights here. So you're going to have LED headlights in the front, so there's front LED headlights. You're also going to get automatic high beams. They're going to be standard equipment with this. Now that is a feature can be activated and deactivated. So auto high beams mean that when it's dark outside, it's going to flip those high beams on automatically for you, especially if you're doing some off-roading. Could come in handy. Car approaches you, if you're in the city lights, it's going to automatically take those off or deactivate those. Rear view cameras also going to be standard equipment, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. Could come in handy, especially backing down any kind of mountains or anything like that, or in certain situations there. So those are all your standard exterior features. Let's talk about some optional features for you. Starting with the roof, the four-door does have an option to get the hard top. So you can, if you want, you can get either a couple different options for you there. On the four-door version, you can get the same top as the two-door would have, so that carbonite gray molded in, or you can have it body colored. So you can have the modular hard top with the body color that will match with the rest of the exterior of the vehicle. So those are a couple options for you. Also, you can get the dual tops. So you can get not only your soft top for your four-door, but you can also get the hard top. So you can get a combination of both. And of course, if you get the body colored modular hard top, then you're going to get that as well as the soft top. So you're going to get both of those to go with it. Of course, not available on the two-door, so you can't get any kind of soft top on the two-door. It's only going to come with that hard top. There is an option to upgrade the brush guard to go along with that, the front bumper that's going to be standard equipment for you. So those are all your options for you and your standard equipment for the exterior. Let's dive on inside and talk about some of the interior features now. Now, starting with the interior, let's kind of talk about it's going to have a lot of the similar features of the Big Bend. There are going to be some that might be a little bit different when we get to those, like seats and the flooring and such. But let's kind of go through these. You do have remote keyless inch access with push button start. We have seen that actually is going to be standard equipment on all of your Broncos for your two-door and four-door. 8-inch LCD productivity screen, so similar to what we did see on the trucks, on the more luxury trucks. You're going to have that big productivity screen there. I've done a video on YouTube. You can look on our how-to videos. I'll try to link it down below if I remember. Otherwise, you can check out our how-to videos on one of a playlist where we talk about this. I love that screen. You're going to have off-road capabilities that are going to show up there, as well as any towing you might want to do, and you can do some customization with that 8-inch productivity screen. Really love that screen. Also, you're going to get the rubberized flooring. So this one's going to have that washed out flooring with the plug. So you will have a drain plug. So if you get it all muddy and you get in and out of the Jeep, you're going out really mudding or anything like that, you get it all muddy, you can wash that out. And then you even have a plug that allows for that water to escape out the bottom of the floor there. It will come with floor mats for the front seats to go along with it. So hopefully, I assume they're going to be grippy on the bottom so that way it won't slide in there, because I've seen some trucks that have vinyl flooring and you put the mats in there and they just slide unless it's the all-weather mats. So it doesn't say they're all-weather mats, it says they're carpeted, so hopefully there's some sort of grip underneath it to keep those in place for you. Terrain management system, standard equipment on all of your Broncos, except now instead of just 6 GOAT modes, you're going to get 7 GOAT modes. So you're going to have some nice capabilities there, and GOAT means, it's an acronym that means go over any type terrain. So you just adjust those different modes for whatever terrain you have, whether it be sand, rock, mud, whatever it might be, gravel. You're going to adjust those different GOAT modes for your different terrain, make it nice and easy for you. Center console with a bin in there. So you're going to have a nice floor console. In that console, you're going to have a PowerPoint in there. So you're going to have that up there, as well as on the front. This is going to come with power windows for all 4 of the windows. The front windows you'll actually have controls for all 4 of the windows on the front of that console, as you're seeing in that image there, where you can be able to have those go up and down. The front windows will be one touch, which means you just press it hard and they're going to go down. You don't have to hold that power switch and to be able to control those. So you're going to have that up there too. You will also get dual smart USB ports. You're going to have a USB Type-C and a USB Type-A that's going to come in the front, and you're going to also, behind the console, are going to be switches for your back windows, as well as 2 more dual USB ports, a Type-C and a Type-A back there as well, for those in the back seat. There'll also be another PowerPoint. They're saying it's going to be in the cargo area, so you'll have another one in the cargo area back there. So 2 PowerPoints, 2 USB ports in the front, 2 in the back, so that's going to come in real handy right there. You'll have a manual day-night rear view mirror. That means if someone's come up behind you with those bright lights, you'll need to flip the mirror, so it's a manual adjustment there. We'll see if there's any auto dimming features. Looks like there is. As optional equipment, we'll get to that in just a little bit. Leather wrap steering wheel, standard equipment, just like we did see in the Big Bend with that Bronco badge. It'll have cruise control and redundant audio controls on the steering wheel. So this will come with cruise, as well as manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. We're seeing that with pretty much all the Broncos, all those features there. One cool feature on the back of the seats, did have to kind of do some search online. There is some different panels on the back of those front seats. It just allows for positions back there to be able to put things in place so they won't move around a lot in the back cargo area. Just snapping those in with those carabiner clips, and so make it a little bit easier, as you can see with that image there, with some water bottles that they put back there. So that's coming real handy for you. Again, making it, this is your off-road edition here. Some serious adventuring, so you're going to want those, especially if you're a rock climber or something like that. That'll come in real handy. Climate control will be a manual single zone climate control. We'll see options for a dual zone here in just a little when we get to optional equipment. For your audio, AM/FM 6-speaker audio sound system. It will come with Sirius XM satellite radio with that new 360L. Also, it's going to come with a Sync 4 with an 8-inch LCD screen. So a nice 8-inch screen there with some nice capabilities there, including a trail monitoring system there. Actually, that we'll hold off on that aspect. I think that actually is going to be part of the navigation we'll talk about in just a little bit. We'll come with 911 assist as well, so if you're in an accident, we'll call 911 directly for you, so it's going to come standard equipment, as well as the Ford Pass Connect. Ford Pass Connect allows you to stay connected to your Ford vehicle using the Ford Pass app, where you can remote start the vehicle from anywhere, unlock and lock the vehicle, even locate your vehicle, especially, that can come in real handy if you're out camping, hiking, something like that. You can actually know where your vehicle's at, locate it using the app on your phone. Will come in very handy if you go outdoors and really do some hiking there. Let's talk about the seats now. Marine grade vinyl seats. So these are going to be, again, interiors going to be able to be washed out, including the seats. So you're going to have the marine grade vinyl seats on this. No option for any other seating configuration there. So keep that in mind. 6-way manual driver and front passenger seat, which means it will have levers so where you can adjust the seat forward, back, up and down, as well as the backrest. Should be able to recline for both the driver and front passenger. The rear seat for the 4-door is going to be a 60/40 split bench seat, so it'll seat 3 back there. It does say it is going to be a split fold flat seat. I've had some people ask if those seats can be removed. It doesn't really say in any information that we have, but it does look like they can fold flat. So a lot of people want to pull them out because they want to put cargo in there, and they don't want to put it on up to those front seats. But if you have fold flat seats, you're going to be good to go there. You don't need to pull them out, which can be a nice convenience versus the Jeep, where you have to pull those seats out and then find some place to put those, right? Second row for the 2-door version is going to be a 50/50, so we'll seat 2 back there, 50/50 fold flat seat as well for that seat. Let's talk about some optional equipment now for the interior. You can get intelligent access with the push button start. So that means that you don't have to get the keys out to unlock or lock it. It will do it as you put your hands in the door handle. Typically is how that works on most of the Ford vehicles. Also, as optional equipment, you can get remote start. So that's something you might want to think about. Usually, I think they're charging a little bit less for this now because you can use the app. If you want remote start, it's a little bit quicker than using the app. If you're in close enough proximity, you can remote start the vehicle, get it warmed up in the wintertime for you. Another optional equipment is the lane keeping system. Lane keeping system helps you keep you in your lane. It will have driver alert as well as aid system and alert system. So if you leave the lane, it'll alert you with the vibrating of the steering wheel, or help you keep you in your lane by use the torque vectoring to keep you and maintain you in that lane. Bliss with cross traffic alert is also available as optional equipment on the Black Diamond edition. So that means Bliss blind spot monitoring system. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it'll put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane. And if you're backing up, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you with a series of tones, a light on the mirror from the side they're coming from, and it'll put the message on that 8-inch productivity screen as well there. Another optional equipment is the ambient lighting. So you can get ambient lighting in the footwell. It is saying footwell lighting, so I assume it's not going to light up the cup holders, and it does not say whether or not it's going to be, usually if it's going to just be ice blue like an F-150, it will tell you that. This is not saying one way or another, so you may be able to change the lighting colors to that. Auto dimming rear view mirror, so if that mirror up there, if there's someone come up behind you with those bright lights, you don't have to use a lever to flip it. It's going to automatically dim that mirror, make it a little bit easier on your eyes there. You can get a 110 outlet. So 110 outlet is optional equipment. It would be on the back side of the center floor console. So back there with the two USB ports and your switches for your windows. So that's where that'd be located. You can also get a hard top, a deafening liner, so a sound deafening liner. So on the course does require to have the hard top for the 4-door or the dual tops. You know, of course, then that'll make it a little bit quieter on that roof there when you're going down the highway. A couple things that have to do with your that sync technology, a couple upgrades for you. One of them is they're saying the app link with app catalog is optional equipment. In the past, Ford has always made that part of the sync system. It had Sync 3. It came with that as well as the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's saying that's optional equipment. So I'd like to see that because, like I said, typically if you had the Sync 3, you had Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But Ford's putting in as optional equipment. Also, you can get the navigation with the pinch and zoom capabilities, and I think when you get the upgraded navigation, you also get the trail navigation too. So you can actually start your navigation and you can map out your trail that you want to go onto, and it'll actually give you information on that and let you know when you've completed the trail, and even upload that, I think, to like Bronco Nation and different places, so you can map out different courses for other people that are in that area and may want to do that. So that's going to be pretty cool how that works. And then you can also get heated front seats. So they will be vinyl, so they'll probably heat up pretty quick, but you can get heated seats added to that on the interior as well. So a lot of options for you there to choose from. Again, when you order your vehicle or when you reserve your vehicle at this present time, you don't pick your options yet. That is once the order bank is open and ready for you to go ahead and order that, you'll get an email. Then they'll ask you to go in and do your order, and at that present time, that's when you're going to pick your different options that you want. Now let's go ahead and move on to the power, suspension, and your wheels. This is going to be really where you do a lot of your off-roading and some things that you want to think about when it comes to what's standard as well as what's options. A lot of options here in this category here. So you will have, of course, 4-wheel disc brakes, standard equipment as well as anti-lock braking system and electronic stability control. You will also get the standard duty suspension with it's of course standard equipment on this, with the 4x4 at the part-time selectable engagement for your 4x4, electronic traction control, and your electronic brake, parking brake. Of course, similar, you see that in a lot of your vehicles, especially your off-road vehicles. For your engine, it's going to come standard with a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine that's going to deliver 310 pound-feet of torque, so plenty of power behind that engine, especially on a 2-door or even a 4-door Bronco. So plenty of power there. Will come standard in a 7-speed manual transmission with a crawl mode or crawl gear there for you, and that's going to be standard for the 2-door and the 4-door. So similar like we did see in the Big Bend, but different than what we did see in the base. So the 4-door does not have the option of a 7-speed manual on the base model. So that's something to think about with this too. So it's going to have the EPAS, electronic power assist steering. So slower gears makes it a little bit easier to turn that steering wheel and allow you to do some nice off-roading, but when you get up on the highway, it's going to stiffen that up so that wind doesn't push you from side to side. Talking about the wheels, a little bit differently than the Big Bend. Here you're going to have a 17-inch black gloss painted steel wheel. So you're going to go back to the steel wheel, but instead of being painted silver like in the base, it's going to be painted black here. It is a gloss black is what they're calling that, with the 32-inch all-terrain tires. So similar tire that we did see with the Big Bend model. 265 70 R17 is that tire size on that one there. So let's talk about some options for you that you might want to think about. Of course, if you're wanting this package, you may want to really upgrade to the high clearance suspension. So that's going to give you some more off-road capabilities, as well as you can, as another option you can get is the advanced 4x4 system with an automatic on-demand engagement. So that makes it's kind of what you're seeing on the screen now is that 4x4 kind of a shift on the fly look there too. It's a more advanced system there. You can also get the reverse sensing system. I probably should have put this in the exterior features, but they're putting in this a reverse sensing system. So as you're backing up, now you're going to be able to see behind you. You'd be able to get alert if you got too close to anything. Some other ways that you might want to think about that you might want to upgrade is the trail control. That is optional equipment. It's not going to come standard on your Broncos, but trail control for off-road does require to have a 10-speed automatic transmission. We'll talk about that in just a second. That is going to be an optional equipment for you. But that trail control is going to be real nice. It's like cruise control for the trail. We do see that on the Raptor, the Ranger with the off-road package, as well as on the trimmer package for the Super Duty. And that's where you're going to see those. Those are only other vehicles that have the trail control at this present time for your Ford vehicles. It is going to be available for your Bronco on the Black Diamond models there. The Trail Turn Assist, something we have not seen yet, does also require you to have a 10-speed automatic transmission to be able to use that, and we will be doing some separate videos on some of the technologies and some of the new things that have come to the Bronco from the for Ford and some of those technologies, but we just want to kind of drill through some of this equipment so you have a good idea of what to expect here. The Trail one pedal driving does require the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine, which we'll talk about next. So that Trail one pedal driving is going to be available for you as optional equipment. Electronic front and rear axle, so electronic locking there, so that's going to be available as optional equipment, as well as engine block heater. Now for your engine, you can get the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. It's going to be available as optional equipment. That does require to have the 10-speed automatic transmission, which is going to be an option for you. So you can order the 10-speed automatic transmission for the 2-door or the 4-door version. So either one of those is going to be available with the automatic transmission. A couple different wheel options here. You do have a 17-inch high gloss black painted alloy wheel that's going to be available, as well as another 17, a black high gloss painted forged aluminum wheel that's a beadlock capable wheel. So you can get a beadlock wheel as well. So if you're going to do some serious off-roading, especially at high speeds with the 2.7 liter, you may want to decide to get the beadlock wheel for you. And then you can also get mud terrain tires. So it is a 215/70 R17 35-inch mud terrain tires that you can go probably with either one of those, or maybe even the standard wheel as well. So those are your standard and optional equipment when it comes to your powertrain, suspension, and your wheels. Real quickly go through some of the safety features. These are all the same safety features that we did see with the Big Bend. So if you watch that video or even the base, you can probably skip over this section. Same standard as well as optional equipment. But if you did not watch those videos and you're just watching this one, let's go through these real quickly. Now you do have the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So what that means is if there's a car in front of you going much slower than you and you're not hitting your brakes, it's going to alert you with a series of lights and tones that you need to stop, and if you don't, it'll initiate the brake support. And there also is post-collision braking to go along with that. So post-collision braking, if you end up hitting that vehicle and it didn't get a chance to initiate those brakes, it's going to initiate it as after the collision, so post-collision, to hopefully lessen that severity of that accident. Now it does have a personal safety system, so it's a nice airbag system around the vehicle, and as well as the dual stage front airbags for the driver and front passenger, and it deploys a different size airbag. Depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You will have a side impact airbags that'll deploy out from the side of the front seats. So any side collision, it'll deploy those to protect those occupants in the front seats. As well as you do have the safety canopy airbags. It's going to deploy down from the roof line, and that'll protect all the occupants from any rollover. We'll have rollover sensor as well. And don't forget, it will get advanced track with roll stability control to help you keep you on your intended path, and hopefully you don't have that rollover situation. But you might get in that situation if you're doing some serious off-roading that might happen. Hopefully not, but if not, if it does, you know that you're going to be protected that way. It will have the lower anchors and tethers for children, that latch system for those rear seats back there. So it's going to have the positions in the bottom so you can securely fasten those safety seats or those booster seats, car seats, into those back of those seats. Best way to be able to keep those kids safe in those car seats. Tire pressure monitoring system, standard equipment, as well as trailer sway control. So if you're pulling a trailer, that's going to help you out as well, help out the vehicle, keep it on its line there. Perimeter alarm, which means it's going to kind of monitor the exterior of the vehicle, the perimeter of the vehicle, and give you an alarm. So somebody, even if the windows are rolled down, somebody sticks their hands in when the vehicle's locked, it's going to start activating that. If you don't start the vehicle soon, then it'll go ahead and set that alarm off, let people know that there's someone trying to break into your car. So also optional equipment, there is a keypad entry that's available. So keyless entry keypad. Benefit of that is, even if you got the intelligent access, is that you can leave that key inside, lock the vehicle using a keypad, and get in and out of it that way, so you don't have to take the keys with you. So could be a benefit. Some people may want that. Some people really love that feature. I use my keypad all the time, but it will be optional equipment for you, and that's included in your safety features. Probably could have slid that in with the exterior features, but that's all your standard features for the safety. Let's move on over. There's two packages I want to talk about. So on every model, there are a couple different packages available. There's a standard package, is pretty much what comes standard on the vehicle, and there's a mid, a luxury, or mid-high luxury, and there's a Sasquatch. With the Black Diamond, there are two packages available. The high and the luxury are not available with the Black Diamond, but the mid package is available, as well as a Sasquatch. Now what these packages are going to do is they're going to load up a bunch of features that may have been optional equipment for you into this package, and I think there is actually a couple features that aren't even available as optional equipment. The only way you can get them is with this package. So let's talk about the mid package. This is the same package, both of these, as the Big Ben had available in that video. Again, if you watch that video, you could skip to the end of the video where I talk about our free shipping information there. So the mid package does give you the intelligent access with the remote, with the unlock and lock. So that's your intelligent access we just talked about a little bit ago. That was optional equipment. 110 outlet is also included in this. Remember, that'll be located behind the center console. Ambient lighting that lights up the footwells as part of this package. The auto dimming rear view mirror. So when those cars come behind you with those bright lights, it's going to dim that rear view mirror. That's going to be part of this package. Heated front seat, which was optional equipment, that's going to be a part of this package. Remote start also was a standalone option where you can remote start the vehicle at a close enough proximity, getting that vehicle warmed up for you, especially if you have the heated seats. It'll also heat the seats as well as turn on your defrost for you. Reverse sensing system also included in this package, so as you're backing up, it's going to alert you if someone gets close to you. And then the Bliss with cross traffic alert that we talked about earlier, monitoring your blind spots as well as cross traffic alert as you're backing up, going to be part of this package. Lane keeping system will also be included as part of this package, so that full Co-Pilot 360 features will now come into play with this package, giving you all those different features. And then one feature that is not available any other way except with this package is the dual zone auto climate control. So if you do like that, having the different temperature for the driver and front passenger, then you'd want to make sure you get this package. So otherwise, all these other things can be ordered as standalone options, but when you put it together in this package, you're probably going to get a discount package. You're going to get a lower cost than you would be if you added them all separately as optional equipment. Now let's talk about that Sasquatch package. We've been seeing this as available in pretty much, I believe this package is going to be available in all of your different models. This is a nice package to be able to upgrade for some off-roading capabilities. It does give you a couple features that we talked about that are optional equipment, like the high clearance suspension that's going to be included here, as well as your electronic locking rear front and rear axles are included in this package. The optional wheel, that B-lock wheel, that is going to be the wheel that's going to be on this package, as well as those 35-inch mud terrain tires. So all included in this, but you are going to get a couple features that you can't get any other way other than in this package. And one of those is the high clearance fender flares. They're going to go with the high clearance suspension. So that's going to open up those fender flares, allow for them to really go to work and have your suspension work for you there. Also, your shock absorbers are going to be upgraded. They're going to be position sensitive Bilstein shock absorbers that are going to be included in this package. And then let's not forget the 470 gears. So even if you get a manual transmission, I think the gears on the manual transmission is going to be at 460. You can upgrade that even more by going with an automatic transmission, getting the 470 gears as part of this package. So especially when I do some nice off-roading, this is going to be a great package. I think a lot of people are ordering, from what I'm hearing online, a lot of people are ordering their vehicles and they're wanting that package. They've been asking how much it's going to be. We don't know on the package prices or standalone options what any of these prices are going to be. We have not seen any order guides from the dealers level. More than likely, once the dealers get the information, consumers will get it. It'll be on their website as well, but at this point in time, we do not know any information on what the packages or standalone options are going to cost. So there you go. That's all your standard as well as optional equipment available on your Black Diamond model for the 4-door or 2-door Bronco. Some great options there. So again, if you're wanting to do some serious off-roading, you want to take it to the next level. Next level adventuring is what they're calling this model. Then this is the one for you, especially if you want that washout interior. You know you're going to get it muddy, get it dirty. Maybe even if this is for the farm or whatever it might be, this might be the great package for you. I could see a lot of people getting the Black Diamond with that Sasquatch package and really having some fun with this, and maybe even go ahead and get that mid package that includes a lot of those great convenience features as well along with this package. So great looking vehicle here, and Bronco, I think, and I think you'll really like it. Now don't forget, you can check out more information on how to reserve the Bronco. I do have a video about that, but you can go right to our website if you want to reserve a Bronco. At this present time, the way it's going to be done, dealers are not able to order these vehicles for their inventory. So the only way that you can get a Bronco is by ordering it on their website right now, or at this present time, reserving it. So how you want to do that is you can go to Ford.com, or better yet, if you want Long McArthur to be your dealership and we'll do free shipping for you, then you can go right from our website. Just go to longmcarthur.com, click on that new drop down, go down to new Bronco offers, and then that page right there has two links for the 2-door, 4-door link there, or the Bronco Sport. When you click on that link, it's going to take you right to the reservation for Ford.com, but it's going to be dedicated to us. It'll automatically put us in as the dealership that you want your vehicle ordered to. And so what we are doing is we are doing free shipping. So we do that on a lot of our vehicles already. We have been for the last several years, ever since we started these YouTube videos, these walk around videos, is that we'll do free shipping. We do it up to about $1,000, and that really gets us pretty much from coast to coast, since we're centrally located in the United States. We do ask that you finance the vehicle with us. Most people are going to finance this much of a vehicle, and so if you finance it with us, we'll ship it to you for free. And if you do reserve a Bronco with us, we're going to also throw in a Bronco jacket as well, and we might even ship that to you before the Bronco gets here. So maybe right after you place the order, we'll go ahead and send you that Bronco jacket as well. So plus we're doing all kinds of Bronco giveaways on our Facebook page, so you can check it out too. So again, if you have any questions, you can find us online on our website. We have chat service available. You can also call numbers on the screen. You can call. We do have text available, so you can text us as well, and you can just get a hold of us that way. So great ways to really get a hold of us and get a great deal, and reserve your vehicle that way. So you do go ahead and reserve your vehicle at this present time, and then for the Broncos here, actually I think right now even they've opened up the order banks for the Broncos, so even the Bronco Sport. So some people are wanting the Bronco Sport are able to go ahead and spec out their vehicle and order it now. Looks like December is going to be the timeline for the 2-door and 4-door Bronco to be able to be switched over from a reservation to where you order and pick your options, your colors, and all those things at that present time. And it looks like delivery are going to be somewhere mid 2021 is what they're telling us on the Broncos arriving at the dealership. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this helps you out, gives you some information on the Black Diamond model, and so far we've covered 3, so keep with us. We'll cover the other ones. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down there so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. You also get notified for the next time we upload our video. And don't forget, smash that like button. Put your comments down below if you have any questions at all. I've responded to a lot of questions from the Big Ben and the base, some questions people had. So I addressed some of those in this video, but if you have any questions that I haven't addressed, go ahead and drop those down in the comments. I will respond to those myself. And there's also people in the community that watch the video that can respond and help you out with some answers to those questions too. So don't forget, you can also find us on social media. We're at Long McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're doing giveaways on those medias, at least on Facebook and Instagram. So be looking for some giveaways, some Bronco merchandise that we have that you can get into those drawings for. So just find us on those social media sites. Follow us there for any other updated news for the Bronco, as well as any Ford and Lincoln vehicles too. So hope you enjoyed this video. Till the next one, we'll see you later.
So's my tools can haul a load, but it drinks up gas and now I'm broke. Well, I jacked it up, put on a lift kit, off-road tires with B-locks on. Dude, it's got a little attitude, ain't it grand? It does the mud as well as the sand, it defines me who I am.